Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today we're making vegetable pickled and I hope you guys like it. Make sure you're subscribed to my channel so you guys can see whenever I post a new video. So first I have one cabbage. I'm gonna cut it in half and I'm gonna use only half of it. And on the bottom there is like a stem or something. So I'm gonna remove that and I'm gonna cut it into cubes and then I'll put it in the big white bowl. Then I have one cauliflower head and I'm gonna cut it. I'm gonna cut the bottom part and then I'm gonna cut it in half and remove the green stuff on the bottom because we don't need that. And I'm gonna cut it into medium pieces and I'll put it with the cabbage that we cut earlier. So to wash them, I'm just filling the bowl and the water are cold and I'm gonna add some salt. So if there is like any dirty stuff, it will go away. And I'm gonna keep it for at least 30 minutes. Meanwhile, I'll be cutting the baby corn. I drain them first and then every piece I cut it into two. And make sure you're taking them one by one because when I flipped it, it didn't remove any of them because when they're in the can, they're like attached to each other, if that makes sense. And I'm also gonna add celery to it and I'm gonna put it into the bowl. I just cut it into like medium size and you can add as much as you want if you like it. Then I'll be adding half of a jalapeno. If you like it spicy, then you can add half, and if you like it more spicy, then you can add the whole jalapeno. And if you don't have jalapeno, then you can add red crushed pepper. And here I have a dried garlic. I'm just gonna put it in cold water for about 15 minutes and then I'll add it to the vegetables. So for the mixture, I'm gonna add apple cider vinegar. So I'll be adding 3 cups of vinegar and then I'm gonna add 4.5 cups of water. If you're using the big jar, then you would be needing that because I didn't make enough and then I had to put more. So for every cup of apple cider vinegar, you need 1.5 cups of water. And here I'm gonna add 3 teaspoons of turmeric and I'm gonna mix it. And I'll also be adding 1.5 teaspoons of sugar. And I'll be adding 3 teaspoons of salt. I have it on medium heat and I'm gonna wait until they boil. Then I'm gonna strain the vegetables and I'm gonna wash it so I can get at least all the salt out. And I also add a couple garlic pieces, the fresh one, and you can do that if you want. To my vegetables, I'm gonna add olive oil, and that's optional. If you want, you don't have to put it. To my mixture, I'm gonna add 2 bay leaves. So I'll be using this seasoning for the vegetable pickle. It's called tourshi seasoning, and you can use 3 tablespoons of that, and make sure it's all covered. If you use more cabbage or cauliflower, you will be needing more, but just make sure they're like all covered in it. And then I'll be adding all my vegetables into the big jar, and I'm not gonna fill it to the top just because we're adding the water, and then I'm gonna add like whatever is left. So after my mixture is all hot, I'm gonna put it onto the vegetables that I have in the jar. Because my mixture wasn't enough for the jar and my vegetables, I did add more of the water and vinegar, but I already measured it for you guys, so the total was 3 cups of vinegar and 4.5 cups of water. And I also added, which is the salt and turmeric and all that. I already measured that for you guys, and I already told you how much it was in the beginning, but that's only if you're using this big jar. Now it's all done. I'm just gonna put the lid on, and I'm gonna keep them for 5 days, and I don't open the lid at all, and I put them in the room temperature, and then you can put them in the refrigerator after they're like all done. And this is how they look after 5 days. As you can see, I made more because it was so delicious. Please like this video and subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you next time. Don't forget to check out my other videos.